You have clicked allow on a prompt without reading it. Today we look at what actually helps, what only sort of helps, and what none of it fixes. Keeping an agent on a leash. An app stops and asks, allow this. You have clicked that box 100 times and honestly, usually without reading it. So what is that prompt actually protecting? And what is there when nobody is watching, which is most of the time? And the honest question, how much of last episode do any of these actually fix? That prompt is worth talking about, and this is why. It is one of the few controls that survives the model being fooled. Start with the strongest one, and it is the least clever. Just do not give it the capability. This is the same gashed boundary from last episode, and we are shrinking it. It can send email. That is what you wanted it for. It cannot read your files. So last episode's attack, the one that steals your files, does not get blocked. It never becomes an option at all. That is a stronger thing than blocking, because there is no attempt sitting there waiting to be retried. Same for your calendar, same for posting anywhere. An agent that cannot delete cannot be talked into deleting. But run last episode's attack through this and be honest about the result. The document still says send this somewhere else. Email is still switched on because you wanted email. So this control does not stop that one. It stops the other three. This works because it does not depend on anybody noticing anything. And there is a real cost, so let us say it. Every capability you take away is something it can no longer do for you. That is a trade, not a free win. Second control. Before the thing actually happens, stop and ask a person. This is the allow this box from the opening. Run the same attack through this one. The agent proposes sending your report to an address you have never written to. And now a box appears with that address in it. This is the control that catches our attack, and it catches it for a simple reason. A person who knows they are emailing Maya will notice that the box does not say Maya. Its best known failure mode is not technical at all. People click yes. They click yes because it is the 20th prompt that hour, because the wording is vague, and because the agent has been right every previous time, which tells you when approval is worth most, when it is rare and specific. A prompt that fires on everything teaches the person to dismiss it, and there is a technical side too. The box has to show you what will actually happen, all of it, and the thing that runs afterwards has to be the thing you approved. Third control, and it is a different kind. Do not take the capability away. Change what it can touch. The tool still runs, but it runs somewhere small. A scratch folder instead of your disk. No network or a very short list of places it may reach. No saved passwords sitting where it can find them, and not your real files. Notice where the wall is. It is around the tool's world, not around the model. Your actual account is out here, on the other side of it. And our attack, one more time. It still sends, but it sends from a walled copy that has no access to your real mailbox and no saved password for it, so what leaves is far less than the attacker asked for. Notice this one did not prevent anything. It shrank the result. So the capability is contained rather than removed. If it is fooled inside the box. Fourth, and this is the one people reach for first. Keep trusted instructions separate from untrusted content. Obviously right, genuinely hard. Hard because the separation has to hold inside one stream of text that one model reads all at once. There is real progress here, better training. Checks outside the model that look at what is being asked. stripping instruction shape text out of anything fetched. All of that helps, and none of it is a wall. So put them together. Fewer capabilities, a person asked at the right moments, a wall around what the tools can reach, and real effort spent keeping content from reading as instruction. The boundary from last episode is much smaller now. And they are not all doing the same job, which is worth saying plainly. Keeping content from reading as instruction and asking a person change how likely it is that a bad action ever gets proposed or approved. Least privilege and sandboxing do not touch the likelihood at all. They decide how much damage is possible when one gets through. It is still there. And this is the sentence I want to be precise about because both easy versions of it are wrong. It is not true that none of this works. Least privilege and sandboxing are real controls and they stop real attacks. It is also not true that this is solved. What is true is that no single one of these closes the hole. They bound the blast radius. So 7 episodes. An agent is a loop, text in, text out, and a program that acts. A tool is a description plus a function, and when it calls one, the model is filling in blanks rather than doing anything. One window holds everything it can see this turn, and anything it reads lands in that same window. And the controls bound the damage. They do not close the hole. Which brings us back to where we started, except now you have watched it. The model decides in words. A program reads those words and acts. That is enough to reason about an agent you have never seen, including why it can be attacked.